What you really need to see is a demonstration, and there's one coming right up.
Hello everyone and welcome to Kill the Cast. My name is Jerry, coming live from Kenneth's dining room, and joining me, of course, across the country, in some place near Seattle, in a dark, aquatic, foggy hole.
I was just about to say where it's wet.
Where it's wet, is the ever-quotable Jay.
Do I need a reason? Mr. Kupfer was right, you know. I do love a good joke, and this is the best ever. A joke on the children. But there's a better reason. You don't really know much about Halloween. You thought no further than the strange custom of having your children wear masks and go out begging for candy.
Are you done?
Yeah, I was going to say, is the monologue over?
Yes, I'm not going to do the whole damn thing. It's hot as fuck here, by the way. It is not wet. I wish it was wet.
If you get hot enough, you'll get wet.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
In my boxers.
Your wife.
Well, either way, the other person joining us is, of course, the Silent Hill biker himself. And for this whole episode, I get to stare into his eyes as we record because I'm at his house.
You're so beautiful.
You're so pretty.
You guys start sucking each other off. I'm out of here.
Well, Dutch rudder it right here.
I bet you won't if I turn on the video. That's what I thought.
Make a good argument.
Anyway, guys, we are doing Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. But before we get into that, man, there's been a lot of news. San Diego Comic-Con happened, so we're just going to hit a couple of things from that. And first, let's start off with Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Oh my god, that trailer was so good.
So hard.
I'm so happy that chick from The Conjuring is so hot.
She is hot.
And Millie Bobby Brown is so cool. And
way more excited for
O'Shea,
all the monsters.
I'm getting to them. O'Shea Jackson is great. I've always wanted more Ice Cube in my Godzilla movies. And as for the monsters, we got a lot of look at Rodan. They kind of kept Mothra behind the scenes, and they shadowed up King Ghidorah. And, of course, they gave us that wonderful shot of Godzilla shooting his atomic breath into the sky. And either way, that trailer not only looks beautiful, but the ominous tone of it was, good.
I have a hard time not seeing that chick as 11. You know, there's just certain things like
maybe she'll take the place of like the little psychic girls that help summon Mothra.
Maybe. I mean, but it's like the same thing. You know, there's just certain roles that child actors took that you can't imagine them. It's hard to see them as anything else. Like, for instance, you know, like Danny Radcliffe as Harry Potter. Even when I watch his other movies, and some of them are fairly good, it's still hard for me to not see him as Harry Potter.
Fair enough.
You know, so it's like it's gonna be hard for me. Like dude that played Richie in It, the kid. I can see him as something else other than what he was in Stranger Things, because there's a little bit of a disconnect between him and Richie. You know what I'm saying? Even with the look, because you know the glasses do a lot for him as Richie in It. But her, I mean, and then when you see her at the beginning of that trailer, she looks exactly like she did at the end of Stranger Things season 2.
Yeah, I agree. He definitely will be, but hopefully, you know, once we get to find out more about a character, because right now the only thing we kind of know is that chick from The Conjuring seems to be her mom. And that's about all we really know.
Well, apparently she's dumb. It's like, we should wake all the monsters up. And someone's like, that's probably not a good idea. And she's like, to the fuck bad.
You gotta fight them. Did we get any other trailers at a San Diego Comic-Con that could be considered horror?
Split was like a thriller, and Glass is a sequel to Split. Unbreakable is like a superhero drama, and it's also a sequel to that. So, sort of.
I have not watched that one yet, because I only watched Aquaman, Shazam, and Godzilla.
Well, the good news is I'll be covering it on this week's episode of News from the Noose. So, there's that.
Kenneth has informed me the chick I keep conjuring conjuring up and calling the conjuring woman is Vera Farmiga, or however you say her name.
The reason why I was asking that is because I didn't pay attention to it in the trailer. And so I'm like, who the fuck are you talking about from The Conjuring? So the only person that I can think of, woman-wise, from The Conjuring is, like, the mom from the first one. And I'm like, really? That's who you're saying is so hot? Really? And then
She's also Norman Bates' mom on the TV show.
Right. So then I had to figure out who it was. And then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, she's smoking.
Yeah. She has nude scenes also.
I know.
Not
right?
Godzilla, but...
That would be great.
So another
Getting banged by King Ghidorah.
Oh my god, now you're just going down some weird DeviantArt shit. We also got a shit ton of announcements from Scream Factory. Wow. I called it with Candyman, of course, coming out. Arrow's doing Candyman also. I'm actually getting that version of it, not the Scream Factory version. So I'll be interested to see what people think of both.
Yep, I need Candyman.
We also got Stephen King's Sleepwalkers.
I need that.
Pretty excited about that.
That's the one with the cat mom and incest son. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right up my alley. I love when furries make incest roleplay.
That's the first thing I look up on Pornhub.
Wow. I was pretty sure it was mom and son, but okay.
Hey, what? Mom and son and furries had it together. Come on, man.
Did you see? Yeah. Did you know Violent J's daughter is a furry?
I didn't know Violent J
so
had a daughter.
Real quick. They put out a video calling themselves the Snake Buster or something like that because they bought Violent J bought a furry suit for his daughter because she's a furry, and they got ripped off. It was like not as described, and it was a terrible suit, and then he ended up buying her another suit. But because of that, they decided to make a video about how this company is a snake and they're here to bust all the snakes. And if you've got like 10 minutes of your life that you don't need back, that you're willing to completely lose, it is hilarious, but also like, depending on what side of the fence, you're either going to be like, Violent J is a fantastic dad, or you're going to say, we need to start beating children again. One of the two.
I'll watch it for a cheap
I'll
thrill.
only watch it if it's as entertaining as the Miracles video.
It'll probably be close to that. So anyway, moving on.
I'm down.
From me dethroning that, we have single white female.
Wait, what?
Single white female.
I'm down.
I'm not prepared for this.
Oh.
Really?
We also have Urban Legend. I'm super excited for this one, especially
Oh, wait, you're talking about announcements. I thought you were
Yes.
getting into the movie and fucking with me by naming a completely different movie.
No. Wow.
We got distracted. You brought up people, and I'm stupid. You know how it works.
That's true. But yeah, we've got Urban Legend and our boy Joel Robinson doing the artwork. Looks fantastic. We also have the sequel, Urban Legends Final Cut, coming out.
They should just double pack those.
They're doing such a big job on Urban Legend, they can't. Because Urban Legend's getting like the full treatment and Final Cut's kind of getting the mediocre treatment. But we also have Saturday the 14th, which I've never seen, but...
It's a spoof. It's okay.
Yeah. We also have my favorite announcement. To me, the biggest announcement. The Critter, all four Critters movie coming to Blu-ray in one pack, one thing.
It's a box set.
It's a box set. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, because it's actually 4 individual cases. It's not like the Halloween set where there's 5 discs in one and 5 discs in the other. It's 4 individual cases, all with their own individual
the big badass.
The Scream Factory originally put out that Halloween set as all individual cases in a box set. What we have is the re-release.
Just trying to fucking compare it, Jerry.
We don't do things like that. Well, I have to let the audience know. We also have The Craft.
Nice.
Which is always good. We have Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, a.k.a. Garbage Day. So excited for... Honestly, you don't need to watch that movie. Just go on YouTube and look up Garbage Day and watch that, and you're good. We have our first entry into a Hammer horror film from them. They are putting out Dracula Prince of Darkness, which they also said there will be more Hammer horror movies coming out in 2019. I am so excited for this. They will probably get all my money. And And then there's a couple other ones. Screamer, Starman. Who cares about those, to be honest with you? Maybe
Screamers
Starman.
wasn't bad.
That's the weird white guy with a weird mustache. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you got little saw blades running through the ground trying to kill people in Screamers. Isn't that movie?
Yeah, but I think so. But I was just on ABCs of Hidden Horror for S, and one of the movies we did was this movie from 1982 called Superstition, and this priest is in a house with this other guy, and there's a guy saw blading something, and the saw blade comes out of the
Skill saw?
Yeah, and then bounces on the floor and then up into the priest's chest and like keeps spinning and keeps making the sound of a saw when it's turned on all the way through his chest until it comes out the back and then it stops.
Oh.
It was great. Okay. So if I'm going with saw blades, I'm going with that. That probably was not anyway, whatever. Saw blades and a priest, that's all you need. The point is there's a shit ton of new releases. Scream Factory is killing it. They are getting so much of my money.
And I don't have a whole lot of money to give them, and I've come up with a solution. See, every paycheck that I get, I'm going to burn $20 to $30 buying a Scream Factory release that I don't have that I want. I figure I might can get away with that, even though I am super broke, just like Jerry.
Yep. And you can also donate to Kenneth's GoFundMe account, which will be up, and it's called Screaming from the Factory, and it's about buying him Scream Factory Blu-rays.
Actually,
well, shit, if we're going to make Kylie Jenner a billionaire, I think we can afford to buy Kenneth a fucking Blu-ray.
I agree.
I will hold you to that, sir. I will shoot you as soon as we get done.
I mean the entirety of the planet.
Well, you got to start this though.
All right, $1 donated.
Fuck. How about you donate me the shipping and handling for my Ninja Gaiden poster, asshole?
Yes, I know.
Damn.
And there'll be 2 movies in there for you too.
Oh, you money for those, don't I?
Nah, I don't care.
Well, all right, fair enough. Well, with that,
I'm down for free shit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay.
I already gave him free stuff today. Don't give him more free
but I
stuff.
owe you money too.
Yeah, two of the things were for free.
What was the other one?
I gave you
the Exorcist.
Exorcist Laserdisc, and then I gave you the Vincent Price Collection Volume 3.
Yeah, but you got it for free.
How is that my fault?
Do you want to tell the story of how you got Collection 3 for free?
You know, those weird, like things that you see on Facebook where they're like, share this for your chance to win tickets to Disneyland. And the title of the Facebook page is like Disneyland, but it has a period at the end, so you know it's not legit, but they're just doing it so they can rake up a bunch of like likes and follows, and then they can sell it to Tide so they can promote to Tide and pot eating contest to children.
Yes.
It was kind of like that. And I thought it was a joke, but they didn't really require any information. And it was like, enter for your chance to win, up to like $300 worth of stuff off your Amazon wish list. So I was like, screw it. I did it. I sent one of my emails in and I did it. And I won. They contacted me, told me to send a link to my Amazon wish list. So I did. I thought nothing would happen. Nothing would come of this. And it did. I actually, 3 days later, a box showed up at my house with a stack of Blu-rays. And I guess Amazon messed up because they put 2 copies of the Vincent Price Collection Volume 3 in there. I doubt people would have bought me 2 unless they messed up. So I'm assuming Amazon messed up and gave me 2.
Nice.
And Kenneth was the first person I talked to about that, so he was like, I'll take that. Pro tip, you cannot mention you have extra Blu-rays around Kenneth.
Yeah, especially if it's something
like
that I don't
Pac-Man.
have. Yeah, if it's something that I don't have, yeah, mine.
Yeah. It will definitely get gone. So anyway, that happened. But enough with that nonsense. Before we get into our movie, I want to promote something. Guys, if you're not in the Kill the Cast Horror Podcast Facebook group, you need to be in there. We are doing a great tournament right now. 13 years of horror remakes, and we are seeing the rise and fall of a lot of remakes right now. I can't believe Wizard of Gore beat The Omen. That happened.
That fucking movie sucked.
Yeah, it beat The Omen, though.
I've never seen it.
It's terrible.
Carrie beat the Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
That makes
I can
sense.
see that.
I can't remember what Maniac went against, but it was a complete shutout. Maniac won hands down.
The remake for Maniac was not bad.
The remake for
For
Maniac
was amazing.
great. I love it. So if you're not in the group, you need to check that out. We're putting up new polls every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday until we get down to the nitty-gritty and see who the winner is. Also, I've announced it in the Facebook group, but if you're not in the Facebook group and you're here for the first time, we are about to be embarking on a Horror Coliseum expedition.
Oh God, that's an understatement.
It is going to be a minimum of 8 Horror Coliseum episodes. Spread out, there may be 1 or 2 episodes of other stuff in between things. But we are going to do Freddy vs. Jason. We are going to put the first 7 of each series against each other, plus the remakes against each other. And we are doing this by doing 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, so on and so forth. And we will have special guests on those episodes. Right now, I can mention I have signed up 4 people so far to be on the show. So you will see the likes of Alex Edwards, Brian Sammons, Brandon Orlick, and JP Schott show up to help us take on Horror Coliseum and help us take on some of these movies. And I'm bringing them on to help round out the 3 of us, just to kind of make it a little bit more even on some of those really tough ones. For instance, Friday 2 versus Nightmare on Elm Street 2, we will have Alex Edwards joining us.
Again?
Yeah, he's going to come back. The first time was so good, he wanted more. So he's coming back. And anyway, so we're going to have people, like JP Schott is going to come on to do
Your face?
the remakes. No, he's going to remake my face into something more appropriate. I don't know what would be more appropriate, but he's going to do it. Anyway, so check that out. And if all that goes well and you like it, we'll also maybe do a bonus episode where we'll round out the Friday the 13th franchise and take on 8, 9, 10, and Freddy vs. Jason. But either way, check in with us. Keep an eye on that. That'll be coming up. The first one should come out in August. But until then, you'll have to wait. So, without further ado, we today are taking on Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. It came out October 22nd, 1982. It had a $2.5 million budget, and at the U.S. box office, it made $14 million. It is directed by Tommy Lee Wallace, if I can talk correctly, who a lot of people know from directing the 1990s It miniseries. And it, of course, stars Tom motherfucking Atkins, which is all you need to know about him. Now, well, I forgot to pull out my notes because I'm so fantastic at this.
Now, this movie is great. And
this
the podcast, man,
notes.
good episode, guys.
Notes. What notes?
Yeah, what notes?
I got your notes.
You got you can help. You can use some of my notes.
Notes.
Kenneth, look at all these
Can I
notes
copy
I
off the
took.
paper? Yeah,
Look at
bro,
all
just
those
make it
notes.
a little different so we don't get in trouble.
Right?
Exactly.
I'll change a word or two.
Man, so Halloween 3 was a departure in the series, and that's because the only way John Carpenter and Deborah Hill would come back as producers is if it was not a direct sequel to Halloween 2. So they agreed, and Halloween 3 is the original vision of what the Halloween series was supposed to be after the first Halloween movie. Because John Carpenter always wanted to make it a horror anthology series that centered around the Halloween holiday. So this is our
How do you
first...
feel about that? Really thinking about it, how do you feel about that?
I think it would be kind of cool to see a bunch of Halloween movies that just centered around Halloween. I just don't know how often you can do it, but then I think about all the like good Halloween movies that have come out, like Trick or Treat, or even like some of the TV shows, like there's that one Goosebumps episode where they do the giant pumpkin people that like are killing kids, or then you've got like My Haunted Mask where the mask like sticks to her. Like, I think there's tons to do in Halloween. I think it would have been great. Look, they could have been the Final Fantasy of horror movies.
Yeah, they could have.
The opportunity was there, but instead, because this movie, while it did make a profit, did not perform anywhere. It is the lowest. It has the lowest box office of all the Halloween movies.
It's because people found out Michael Myers wasn't in it, and they threw a fucking bitch pit.
Is
bitch
bullshit,
pit, which is stupid.
Michael Myers is in the movie. You see him on one of the TV screens when they
Oh
play
my
Halloween.
god, you know what I mean?
I know, but I just like to fuck with people.
I was just curious of what y'all thought about, us not having the possibility of not having any more William Shatner movies. So
I'm fine with that.
I actually am kind of curious to see where it would have went.
I didn't like when Michael Myers in Halloween 2: The Search for Spock. No, that's the Wrath of Khan. Search of Spock's the third one, and I just didn't like how Michael Myers like stabbed Scotty when he was trying to beam up. It was so weird. I just didn't care for it. They were really losing their roots by, especially Undiscovered Country. No one wants to see Michael Myers and Lieutenant Uhura run around a planet with furry little fuzzball things that are called tribbles or something like that. No one wanted to see it. Look, we know Michael Myers.
I wanted to see Michael Myers get one of those weird things in the ear, though.
Oh, I didn't know they were gonna do Animorphs.
Yeah. Totally.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
You didn't watch the Halloween movies with William Shatner?
Apparently not. I'm gonna go play video games. You guys tell me when we're back to the movie here.
All right, we're back to the movie. So
I feel like now that it's my turn to answer and not make William Shatner jokes, since I don't know what you're talking about, I feel like the anthology thing would have worked just fine. You could take almost any horror movie plot that exists and just put it during Halloween, and you've got a movie that fits in the franchise. And then if a movie is popular enough, it could basically, what Halloween could have been is what The Conjuring is now. Like, you've got The Conjuring, you've got the Annabelle movies, you've got The Nun coming out. Like, if that universe is what Halloween could have been had they ran with this original idea instead of giving us mediocre Michael Myers movies.
I can't argue that. I don't know if it would have been a universe.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, it's
crazy because
come out with these new movies. Some of the movies get a spin-off.
Following now.
Yeah,
they could easily have made a Season of the Witch 2 and a Halloween 4 the following year, easily, had people that actually gravitated towards the idea of an anthology series. But I think they bit themselves in the ass by doing a follow-up to the original Halloween. If Halloween 2 had been Season of the Witch, people wouldn't have expected Michael Myers every single time, I don't think.
Well, yeah, they wouldn't have, but... Or they might have. I don't know. Some people might have.
I don't know. It's just something to explore.
I think it would have been cool to have like a post-apocalypse, Season of the Witch 2, where all those kids had fucking died and shit like that, and it turns into
it would be like reverse Children of the Corn.
Yeah,
true.
Something like that.
Which is funny because somewhere here in my notes I have something written about the town where the factory is looks like a reverse Children of the Corn because it's like almost all adults. So yeah, getting into Halloween 3, one, the music in this movie is so good.
So good.
It's so atmospheric. It fits so well. Just like the music from the opening chase scene. It's so great. And this movie to me stands apart because it does some pretty unique things. It's not super bloody, but it is brutal in its kills.
It's bloody when it needs to be.
It's bloody when it needs to be, but it's just in general, it's just such a fucking brutal movie. Like, dude, that kid, the one kid we get to see die in the fucking pumpkin mask, and he dies in front of his parents. Like,
right?
Yeah, the whole lead up to that was fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, you got this dude that's fucking sold the most masks out of anybody, and then all of a sudden the owner of the company just lures him in there. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Cochran is a dick, man.
Right, dude?
Holy shit. Man. That's
One of the only on-screen child deaths, too.
My favorite will still be from Alligator, but this would probably be my second. Easy.
I think my favorite is the kid that dies in Jaws.
Oh, Alex Kintner?
Dude, that's that.
Have you ever seen the black and white photo from the alternate version of that scene?
No.
Where you actually get to see, like, Jaws' head out of the water, and Alex in his is like he's picking up the raft with his mouth. I'll show it to you. It's fantastic. There's no footage of it, but there are some still pictures from it. So anyway, dude, how pissed would you be if you were like trying to catch an old dude and you're like this like pretty sufficient and fully capable robot, and you die because dude was able to pull a chain that was on a brick that held a car down, and you just got smashed by a car? How pissed would you be?
That's what happens when your AI is programmed terribly.
I don't think their AI was terrible, but can we get
with
some
Jay.
spider sense? What do you think? Oh, you think the robots have bad AI?
Yeah.
I don't think they're that bad.
No,
They're
well,
definitely
obviously,
not
if they don't see a
ex machina or
fucking
nothing.
car coming to them,
Yeah, but this is 1983, not...
that's no excuse for
2017.
witch-powered robots not being programmed well. He knew what he was doing. He should have programmed them with car sensors.
I'm just surprised he
Right.
was able to even make
Break
these
now.
things.
Break now. Get the fuck out of the way.
Oh my god. So how do y'all feel about the whole Stonehenge, we're chipping off pieces of it to put in medallions that we put in masks that will make you somehow fill your mask with bugs and snakes, and the mask will decay into your face?
The only thing I wish is
That
that
makes
we
sense.
had. I wish we had more backstory when it comes to that.
Yeah, who the hell is Cochran? Why is he doing
He's a
all this
witch.
shit? It would be Warlock, Jay. Okay? How dare you
Don't
try...
assume his gender.
Whoa. I'm not
Here we
assuming
go.
his gender. I'm assuming
It
the
sounded
fact
like it since
that
you're
I never
insisting that
once...
he call himself a warlock.
No, it's because I never saw him with a broom, which we all know is what witches use, okay?
Just sexist.
It is not sexist, okay? It's Warlock. Dick Warlock.
Oh man, I wish I was a dick warlock.
Yeah, well, you could be if you played Michael Myers. Dick Warlock, stunt extraordinaire. But yeah, like this story, when you think about it, is fucking out there. But the movie's such a great murder mystery that, Kenneth, why do you have blood on your shirt?
Oh man, three of us need to do a show live.
Watch this. Watch.
He had a cut on his hand, I'm guessing from his cat, and now he's like playing by cleaning up the blood with his shirt.
And my shirt's white.
And his shirt is white.
Shirts are just wearable napkins.
Right? Jay's got the right idea here.
Wearable. My shirts are expensive. I'm wearing it every time I dye.
Well, mine
shirt.
too,
I'm not
but I'm
doing
just
that.
These are
saying.
white undershirts from Dillard's.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck Dillard's. Anyway, so the story for this movie is pretty crazy and pretty out there, but it is a fucking awesome murder mystery. It has amazing atmosphere. If you can sit back and accept the ride that you're going to go on, I don't see how people hate this movie besides the whole Michael Myers thing.
That's it. They get it in their heads, and it causes them to judge it before it happens. And
can't say
unfortunately, it's just a poor marketing decision at the time.
It took me a long time to watch it for that very reason. I can't say anything, but then when I did, I was very pleasantly surprised.
I think because of my early acceptance in life of Friday the 13th Part 5, I think that's why I don't have a problem with Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
I guess.
But at least Part 5 is still linked to the whole thing, including having a character from Part 4 in it.
And also, in Part 5 of the Friday the 13th series, you still, even if it's only a wannabe, a Jason-type character. that you don't have in season.
It's not like it was Friday.
Yeah,
the
but you
13th,
get
part 5.
Halloween
The ice
mask
cream
in
man
here,
that
and you
kills
get
everybody.
Halloween mask in Halloween 1 and 2.
Yeah, but you don't have a slasher walking around like a goddamn robot trying to kill babysitters. In this.
But we do have robots walking around,
Yeah, true. So you still kind of got the same aspect.
and they're
I get
killing
where you're
people.
going. I get where you're going.
They're smashing heads,
Yeah,
True
or
that.
tearing
Rip
them
them
off
off.
or
completely.
tearing them off. I love Tom Atkins.
Me
I want
too.
to say that now.
You don't love Tom Atkins. Stop listening to our fucking podcast.
Yeah,
He'd be
if
great in Lethal
you
Weapon.
if you don't go home and lather yourself with butter while watching Night of the Creeps, then
That's a
I
great movie, too.
don't know what you're doing with your life, because baby, it's Miller time.
I've got real butter in the fridge, not that margarine type stuff. The real thing.
What are you saying? I
nothing wrong
don't
with margarine.
use real butter
No, I'm
when I
saying-
slather myself, that I would disrespect Tom Atkins like that?
Yeah.
Whoa, I'm offended that you assumed
I'm one of those people that don't give a shit if you're offended.
my... You're the Kmart of podcast. I want you to know that.
Oh, nice.
I want you
Kmart
to...
is dirty and gross.
So is Kenneth.
Kenneth.
Oh, that was great.
Damn, that's the best insult I've heard all year. That was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah. One more day to kill the cast, kill the cast, kill the cast. One more day to kill the cast. This is a podcast.
Oh, and we're together for the next 24 hours. Well, not quite, but close.
And you could win wonderful prizes. Also, Jamie Lee Curtis is in this movie. That's a tie-in.
When?
Oh,
When
yeah,
is
that's
she
right.
in this movie?
You hear her voice twice as the phone operator and the person that goes, "You have a curfew, and it's 6 o'clock because this is America. You have a curfew because this is America. It's 6 o'clock, but that one
This
liquor
is
store can
America.
stay open past 6 o'clock. That's okay." And the bum guy, he can walk around until he talks shit. And Tom Atkins, he can walk around because he's motherfucking Tom Atkins. But seriously, why was that liquor store still open after curfew?
Because if you lived in a
Because
town
people
like
need
that,
their
wouldn't you
drink.
want to be drunk?
I guess I would want to get drunk, but I'm just saying. Also, who in their right mind lets a bum drink straight out of their bottle?
You
didn't- he
different
didn't-
time. Not everybody was dirty.
He said he didn't have any diseases.
And you're just gonna
Yeah.
trust him?
Well, yeah, man. Everyone trusts bums.
I don't have any tattoos.
Hey, man, people believe shit like that all the time. I think that's the reason why condoms were invented.
Wait, you think condoms were invented?
Because people said that they weren't, and they actually were.
Oh, that they didn't have diseases, but they did. I mean, yeah. For some reason, I thought you were talking about condoms were created because
Because of
people
tattoos.
thought they didn't exist, but they did. So they had to get the name out. It didn't really make sense to me, but now I get what you're saying.
What?
I don't know, man. I drank a lot last night. A lot.
Did you? Is that why you were watching Jaws 3D or whatever the fuck you tweeted about?
Okay.
You
First of all, you dried up dick-licking son of a cum-guzzling fuck-faced cocker spaniel. It was Jaws of Revenge, not Jaws
Yeah.
3, because Jaws 3 sucks. It's the worst movie in the franchise, and Jaws 4 is way more entertaining. And it's got Hoagie. Hoagie's the man. Let's do a horror coliseum, Jaws 3 versus Jaws 4.
Why?
Because I want to finally prove to people that Jaws 4 is a more entertaining movie.
How can it not be more entertaining, man? It's Jaws in the Caribbean, and the guy that plays Michael is hot.
He is, and the guy that plays Hoagie is sexy. He has like this whole...
Isn't that the same?
I
dude that
could
was in
be...
Cocktail?
I could, what?
Wasn't that dude in Cocktail?
I don't know, but when I look at him, it's like, you know
Cocktail's
what?
a
This
great movie.
dude could be like Batman's butler one day.
Was he?
Yeah, in the Nolan Batman trilogy.
Was that him?
That's him, yeah.
That's Michael Caine.
Yeah, that's Michael Caine. He missed his Oscar for another movie because he had to shoot reshoots for Jaws of Revenge.
That sucks.
Yo, how strong are one of these robots that they were able to, like, crush someone's skull one-handed with, like, 2 fingers by just, like, going a little bit into their eyes and just, like, pressing in and then pulling out. That was fucking brutal.
True that. But they can't be that strong since Tom Atkins punched through the chest of one and then disassembled another one while experiencing a car crash.
It was the belly.
Yeah, the belly is a lot weaker. He got him right underneath the sternum.
You gotta leave your sternum.
Is the tall man from Phantasm created by Cochrane?
I don't think so.
Oh,
They're
okay.
unrelated.
I just didn't know if I could...
The yellow stuff.
I know, I could try to make this brain scan and Phantasm all be in the same universe.
Oh man,
You
I
got
can't
any-
wait till we get our brain scan copies from Scream Factory.
Oh, that's going to be a great episode. See, I find all the guys in suits extremely creepy.
And
Them just
attractive.
standing around in weird places and looking. Did you say and attractive?
Yeah.
Maybe. Did you know originally Wallace actually wanted all of them to actually be redheads?
That's funny. Because
As
they don't
in-
have any souls.
I think it was before that joke and it was just an Irish thing. But yes, Jay, now that you bring that up, that would have been hilarious. If we remake this, we need to make that happen.
We have a budget to remake a movie? Because I've got other ones besides Halloween 3 that we need to attack.
What movie should we remake besides Halloween 3?
We need to remake one that's not good to start and make it good.
Okay, so A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Ticks.
They did that already.
Yeah, but we can make it better.
I think we should turn it into a video game. I'm telling you, I fucking think A Nightmare on Elm Street would make a great horror survival game.
Yeah, on the NES, it was great. There was time
No,
you would change.
no,
You had to
I'm
go
talking
collect
about-
all of Freddy's bones.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about on the PS4, man. I'm telling you, I think it'll be fucking fantastic.
It could. You have a sleep meter, and you got to get coffee and shit. And
But the thing about it is
Jason Statham from Crank is an unlockable character.
that'd be great.
I'd play the
That'd be
shit out
so
of that.
badass.
I mean, I'm just saying it would be. I'd do it. Okay, well, we'll have to work on that.
No, see, I think it'd be one of those things that if you could go into like you had portals to where you could go into the dream world, or like you have to go in there to find shit, kind of like you do in the NES game. You have to go in there to find
You want
shit,
a
and then
free
like,
version of the
but
NES
you
game.
can't go in there and find it until you like put stuff together, kind of like in The Last of Us. You know what I'm saying? So like you would have to find like the sleeping medication, or you would have to find this and this and put it together.
find his hat somewhere, in his glove somewhere, and newspaper clippings about what he did,
Right?
and
Yeah.
his baby oil, and
Right. I think
Yeah.
it'd be great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can dig that. I'm all for that. But back into Halloween 3. We've gotten so sidetracked. Halloween
Yeah,
3
yeah.
is a movie. When the dude set himself on fire in the car, that was awesome.
Do you
That
realize
was
that when
smart
he lit?
too. When she's like, "All I see is car parts."
Right, that was actually. I didn't think about it until you just said something. But that's actually true. But did you notice that he didn't even his eyes didn't even flinch when he lit the lighter?
No, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. That's
Right.
insane.
Exactly. So you got to think that actor, man.
Holy shit! Who did the fire stunt in that? I want to know. I've already mentioned that Halloween was on the TV.
Yes, it was.
Let's talk about Dr. Dan Chalice. What a man!
The greatest man to ever have lived.
I mean, oh God, what a good mustache.
An
He's-
amazing mustache.
He's great to the people he works with. His
Shitty
wife,
dad, though.
his wife is a bitch, but whatever.
That was Chick from Halloween.
That was Annie Brackett, or the chick who played Annie Brackett. Fun fact: the chick who got her face all fucked up in the hotel, Tom Atkins' wife.
Really?
He's like,
Yep,
"Yeah, I want
that
to
is-
see her with her face split open." They're like, "We got you,
I didn't
bro."
actually really like that special effect.
Actually, so she refused to do that scene, so they had to actually like get a double to actually
What
do
the
that
fuck?
scene, and that's why that face doesn't look as good as it should.
That's the reason why I was going to say is that's the reason why it looks like shit. Because I didn't
I
like
didn't think
that.
it looked like shit. I thought it was just an old practical special effect for someone who's supposed to have their head split open.
I thought it was a shitty practical effect.
I didn't.
I did.
I still wanted to go inside the mouse. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
Well,
Get a little extra wiggle
you see
power
a
in there.
face split open from an explosion, you just naturally want to ejaculate into it.
Dude, Human Centipede, Part 4. The centipede, there is an actual centipede, and it's sewed
There's
into
an
her
actual
mouth.
centipede. Sis.
And when you put your penis in, the centipede crawls into your urethra.
My daughter's in the next room.
That's a valid point. I use medical terms. I used fuck. Silver Shamrock. Yo, how smooth is Dr. Chalice though when he's in the room with Ellie and he's like, "Do you want me to sleep on outside, get a different room or something? I don't want to sleep on this floor." "Well, do you want to sleep with me?" And he's like,
No, she says,
No,
"Where
she
do
said-
you want to sleep?" And he goes, "That's a
Well,
stupid
yeah.
fucking question."
"Yeah,
He doesn't say
that's
something
a
like that, but he
that's
done
a
that too.
dumb question, Mrs. Grimbridge." First of all,
That's harassment.
I'm not, and that is harassment. Harry and
No,
the
it's
Hendersons.
not. She asked
is
the question. That's an invitation.
It's
That's
not
consent
an
if I ever heard it.
invitation.
No, she just wanted to know where he would like to sleep, whether he wanted to sleep in the car or
And
on
it
the
is
floor.
a dumb question because he's like, "I just told you I would sleep in a car. I will sleep in a hotel. I will sleep with green eggs and ham. I will
On a
sleep
box, I'll
with."
sleep with a fox.
I mean, hell, it could have been.
Yeah.
You know, it could have been a chauvinist thing when he said that was a dumb question.
That is true. Man, I gotta say, Ellie's last name is so good, Grimbridge. Like,
So here's the question: was she a robot the whole time, or did she get switched halfway through?
okay, you know what? I asked Kenneth that earlier because
I'm not entirely too sure on that one.
Okay, here's my thing. I do not think she was a robot for the entire movie because that would make no sense why Cochran would make a robot of the daughter of the guy she just killed after destroying all the evidence that the murderer came out there and murdered him. Why would you send the daughter out there to get a nosy doctor
Stir up shit.
to stir up shit and come out there and screw up all of your plans?
No, I agree.
Why?
I'm just
But
double-checking.
at the same time, if he did turn her halfway through, he most likely took her when they took her from the hotel room, and there's some time past 1 hour, 3 hours, I don't know, between that time when she gets taken and Tom Atkins finding her. That means they were able to complete, whether it's peeling off all her skin and stuffing a robot inside of it, or whatever they do to make a robot that looks just like her, so much so that it fooled someone who knows her intimately inside and out. That just doesn't seem possible. I mean, I don't know. As Kenneth said, they've got Stonehenge technology.
Right, that's
But-
magic and science. So
Yeah, but that to me just doesn't. It just.
And see, the thing about it is it's like, why, you know, I agree with something that Jerry said earlier, like the difference between how lifelike she is and the rest of the robots. None of the rest of the other drones are that lifelike. So for them to create, you know, something that, I mean, it just doesn't make sense for her to have such a humanistic personality at the beginning of it just to stir up shit.
And she has a human personality all the way up until they blow up the factory and get in the car and start to leave, and he's talking to her and she stops talking back. When they're in the factory, she's talking back. She looks worried. You know, she's doing everything a normal human being would do. But then all of a sudden, when she gets in the car, she has like a malfunction or something, I guess would be the explanation.
A deadly friend.
A deadly friend.
that's a great movie.
I would have kept that arm, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I bet the thing's got a grip on it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Be great for back massages.
Back scratches.
Back scratches.
Yeah, Jay isn't actually here, so he can say what we're thinking.
He can say whatever he wants. But yeah, also, I gotta talk about the bum. How stupid do you have to be if you know there's cameras all around? If you know they're listening, why would you openly admit that you are going to get Molotov cocktails and burn their factory down?
Alcohol is the ultimate truth serum, I've been saying.
That's
it for
true,
years.
bruh.
Nonetheless, dude, come on, get out of here. Also, as a doctor, I think I would have had it immediately question Cochran when he's like, "Oh, we're gonna take her the chick who got her face all blown up. We're gonna take her back to the facility because the factory because we have a high medical facility for such emergencies.
Yeah.
You have a facility in your mask making factory to deal with people having their mouths blown open.
Yeah, you don't have one of those at work?
No.
My job has a back room. It's got a gurney.
Okay.
And some surgical equipment just in case. It says a face explosion center just in case.
Yeah, but you also murder old ladies in their cars.
Is this a normal thing
So,
for places
Halloween's
around
pretty
Seattle?
Good, huh, guys?
I don't know, maybe in Seattle they have to have it over there all the time because, you know...
I mean, because I've heard that the Pacific Northwest is a cool place, but if, you know, every place that we go has got a room with a gurney and, you know, stuff like that in the back, then maybe we should...
I know what you're looking for in there, sir.
Yeah, but I can't take my gun up there, so that's the reason why I
Yes,
never
you
go.
can. It's an open carry state or concealed or whatever. We have guns.
Yeah, but my permit doesn't count in your state.
You can just get a new one.
Not. What are you going to do? Say that I live with you?
Sure.
Okay.
I've done more sketchy things than that.
Yeah, we may do this then,
Yeah,
sir.
like the time he married someone from Guatemala.
Right?
That was an accident. I didn't know what I was ordering. I thought I was getting a Blu-ray. I did not know I was getting a wife.
Nice.
Website was very misleading.
Did you order it from horrorporn.com?
If I could do that, I totally would.
Oh my god.
Wife? Dude, you've done that.
I'm talking about that that pinhead chick. Totally here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm done. Yeah.
Horrorporn.com. When are you going to start investing in making horror life-size dolls of said pinhead chick for us to have in our house as artwork and to dress in pretty clothing?
By the way, this one site for dolls that I go to they're on sale this month. Maybe I should get a GoFundMe for that.
You should. Can we start a GoFundMe to get Kenneth a friend, a very friendly friend?
A real doll?
Yes.
Well, it's kind of the same thing, but they're not as expensive. You know what I'm saying?
Real dolls are fucking expensive.
Yeah, they're like $6,000, but this company you go to, they're like $2,500. And do you remember when the pictures of that one doll blew up Instagram?
The one with like the ass?
Yeah, and the hoodie on.
Yeah.
That's the company that makes this one.
Thinking of a bowl of oatmeal.
And she's like $2,500.
Maybe me and Jerry will go in on your Christmas present.
No, he's gonna get another cheap horror Blu-ray from me, and that's gonna be the end of that.
I was just going to say, if Jerry's
All
going
right,
to go
well,
that route,
I tried. I was willing to split half the price, so this is on Jerry.
yeah, but see, what would end up happening is because Jerry being Jerry, I would not end up with one of those $2,500 ones. I would end up with one of those $30 ones from Starship that's made out of very, very cheap vinyl.
Yeah,
It's got a
I don't
shower
want your
cap
dick to be
on.
shaved.
It would also be a sheep.
Oh, nice.
Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get you one of the pockets, but it's gonna be green, and I'm gonna just tape a Shrek figure on it.
Dude,
you.
I went to realdoll.com
yeah.
the other day, and they had a green one. And it looked awesome.
Homeboy fucked an alien once. Okay. Halloween 3, season of the
red
witch.
flashlight.
Oh my god. I gotta say, I like when movies do a timer, and they do like October 29th, October 30th, October 31st. And the cool thing about this one is it actually lines up if you go to the year this movie came out.
The days are the correct days.
The days are the correct days.
That's pretty cool. I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. But you know what you need is a demonstration. So
I don't think I do.
Come to this back room, Jay. I've got. I need
I'm
your
not the one
opinions.
who's there with you.
Jay, I need.
Are you
your
sure you're not drunk?
Opinion? No, I'm 100% sober.
Jay, you just need to go ahead and break down and buy a plane ticket off.
When we do, we're gonna get our match and kill the cast tattoos.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when are we gonna do this?
But you just need to chill. Wait until I move in September, and get everything all situated in my life, and then I will be happy to come.
All over your wife.
I'm always happy to come.
Well, yeah, but that was the other day when we went to the concert for my birthday.
Video it next time. Did you do it at the concert?
No, in the shower before the concert.
So a whole family died after watching their son get his head crushed in, and rattlesnakes come out and
Yeah,
bite.
why did it produce bugs? Do we know the answer to that?
No, we don't know why it produces bugs and snakes. I don't even know how.
Only one bug if your face gets blown open, but all the bugs and snakes if your entire head
rattlesnake
falls.
was pissed.
That was a very angry rattlesnake.
I mean, it looked like it was mad.
I don't think that was a rattlesnake.
Oh, it had a rattle.
Yeah, you see it in that one spot. It comes out and then it coils up and then it drags its rattle out and then
Out of the kid's mouth.
Okay.
and then bucks up.
Yeah. It's pretty, man, when that snake is coming out of the kid's mouth and like that, when the rattle comes out, you're just like, ugh.
Sounds like your regular Friday night.
Well, Kenneth, here's the thing. I'm very upset that the drill kill in this movie was not on screen.
Right.
Lucio Fulci would have put it on screen.
True, anyone had
Wallace.
to go right through the eye.
Right through the eye, but I couldn't get a drill kill. That made me kind of sad. But like I said, this movie's not very gory, but it is brutal as hell.
True.
I just didn't like there was a lot of the practical effects that I just didn't like. Like
Really?
I did not like chick with her face all split up. I told you that one earlier. I really
that's
just
true,
didn't
you
like
did.
it. And then I did not like the practical effect after dude's nose bone gets broken. I did not like it. I did not think I just don't think that it was up to what it could have been.
And to be fair, if you look at the kid who dies in the mask, if you look at like his mouth when the snake's coming out of it, it looks like that fake head pop scene from Friday the 13th Part 3D. How like when it switches to the eye popping out, like you can clearly tell it's a fake head, especially in the mouth area. The mouth area is always how you do it. Linda is a jerk.
Which one's Linda?
Linda is Tom Atkins' ex-wife.
She's an asshole, but to be fair, he's not a very good dad either.
I mean,
He left
He's
his
a
kid so he could go
doctor.
chase some tail. He didn't give a shit about her dad. He's like,
Whoa. You don't know his side of the story and how it was living
I've been
with
that
her.
kid waiting for their dad, so that's all the story I
Okay,
need.
but he does show up and he might bring crappy masks, but he does come back and show up and he's a doctor.
I'm sorry, if I had a significant other that made as much money as doctors make, I think I could live with it.
That's
I
not
mean-
significant. I'm talking about the kids. I said
Okay.
she's a cunt.
I
But
could
he's
make
not
up
a very
shit.
good dad.
I mean, you're saying he's not a very dad because he had to divorce her because she's a terrible person.
No, not the divorce. Not showing up when you promise.
Yeah, but he also is not showing up as he promised that weekend and certain other times because he was a doctor. He was involved in a man setting himself on fire after
And he's
killing
trying
someone.
to save lives.
And
Yes,
he's trying
until
to
he
save
starts going with the chick, and then that's just him trying to get laid.
Well, he gets laid and he doesn't leave, does he? He comes back.
Exactly, because he can't, because he's trying to get laid again. Haven't you guys ever tried to impress somebody just to hook up with them?
Sir, hit it and quit it is the motto, son. You know what I'm saying? Like,
This
Not
coming
if the
from
sex
two
is
people that are
good.
in relationships.
you know what, Kenneth? Here's what I'm going to need you to do. I'm going to need you to start backing me up, all right? And you need to be a yes man. You know what I'm saying?
I need to be a yes
You
man.
need to be a
I
yes
need to be a
man.
motherfucking yes man.
You need to be a yes man for me on this show. You should be. I brought you in on this, man.
Okay.
This
Coming from the person that can literally get laid whenever they want.
Me too, though. So
Yeah.
I don't know
So fuck you
what that
both.
has to do with whether or not Tom Atkins is a good dad.
He's right. We are really going on.
I still don't think Tom Atkins is that bad of a dad. I just don't.
The only time that I thought that he was really bad dad was when and I guess this kind of goes into what Jay was talking about. is when he's out there and he calls and says, "Hey, I can't come pick up the kids," because he was already out there. So I guess I can kind of see where Jay's coming from. Where it's like, basically chasing tail.
I don't think he was chasing tail because he offered to go sleep in the car. He didn't make a move until
you don't know how to manipulate people, do
an
you?
opportunity.
He's not a sociopath like you, Jay.
He was a good person who was trying to help someone deal with the fact that her father just died in his hospital. Someone walked into his hospital and murdered someone and then set themselves on fire in his parking lot.
Exactly. She was
Don't just you don't let that slide. You go handle that. Your kids will be okay for one weekend without you. And then in the end, it doesn't even matter because he tried so hard and he got so far. Kenneth,
because
Jay,
all children die anyway.
Exactly. So therefore, he's the only parent that tried to stop kids from being murdered. I didn't see Linda do that. The jerk. Linda is a terrible
Linda was
mother.
taking her children trick or treat.
She wouldn't even take their masks off when he told her to.
Exactly. Linda is a terrible mother.
We don't know.
She didn't try to save the world.
But most kids are probably dead. Which actually, I wanted to ask you guys that. Do you think that last commercial got cut off? Or do you think hundreds of kids are now dead?
No, dead.
Everybody died.
Yep, dead.
Yep.
All the kids who had parents who were... The only people who survived, kids-wise, were poor kids.
Right.
That's it. Because every other kid got that mask bought for them. It was a very popular mask. It was being sold everywhere. And it was making enough money that people were willing to drive to the factory to make sure their orders got there and got
yeah, they were
correct. So therefore, the only people who did not die were poor kids. And probably anyone who just doesn't celebrate Halloween, like Jehovah's Witnesses and shit.
Do Jews celebrate Halloween?
Do Jews celebrate Halloween?
I don't think so.
Probably not, but I could see some of them who have become Americanized celebrate it. Because there's like,
Alright, so Mormons don't.
But Mormons aren't even real people, so.
Alright, so we got Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons, possibly Jews.
Possibly Muslims.
Well, I would almost say definitely Muslims.
Well, I'm saying possibly. I've seen...
I mean, I'm sure there's some Americanized, like you were saying, with the Jews. But
I would say the Kurdish people would be more open to celebrating Halloween than out of all the Middle Eastern cultures.
I mean, because Halloween's is a 100%, in America, it's a capitalistic holiday, but overall, it's a totally pagan holiday.
Yeah, it was stolen by... Christianity because they were stealing holidays to try to convert them and bring people over from pagan and other religious sections. So they would co-opt their holidays. They did the same thing with Easter and Christmas.
Hey, maybe you just right there said the reason behind Cochran's whole thing. He's pissed off because people were stealing Halloween.
They weren't. He did bring up how no one's celebrating what Halloween really is about,
right?
And
so
how
pissed off. He's like, "Fuck you guys! I'm gonna kill you all."
Hills used to run red for Sam Hain,
right?
So I mean, it could be a point. He could be like, "You forgot what traditional values were, and I'm going to show you traditional values." That's the problem with this generation. Okay, they don't sacrifice people to elder traditions. They're not trying to appease the ancients with child sacrifice or virgin sacrifice.
Those are my favorite sacrifices.
Virgin sacrifices?
Children's
Such a waste.
Sacrifices.
Oh, children's sacrifices. Yeah, I'm cool with
it.
that.
All depends on how you're sacrificing the virgin.
Aren't most children's...
Are you sacrificing the virgin themselves or are you sacrificing their virginity?
That's true. But here's my question. In all the movies where they do a virgin sacrifice, they always sacrifice like some like hot 16-year-old, and I'm like, that 5-year-old over there is perfectly good. You don't.
But then at that point, you're in the up and down of whether it's right to sacrifice a child or whether it's
It's definitely right to sacrifice a child.
You think so?
Yes.
I'm just talking about in the context of why when they sacrifice a virgin, they're always doing like some 15-year-old farmer's daughter. instead of just going, Jimmy,
Because they
Jimmy,
couldn't-
put the kickball down. Come
I
here.
was just going to say, because they couldn't get the ugly fat dude from around the corner.
Yeah. There's
Except in the
got
first
it, because
Warlock
here's,
where he kills that little boy.
Oh, yeah. Jay's right.
you know, and
Aha.
I bet in communist Russia,
Boy, kill you.
no, because the reason communist Russia probably did so well for so long is because they were sacrificing children because they
That
would
makes
kill
sense.
anyone who was like mentally retarded, so they would kill them. And those are sacrifices
So
to.
you're trying to link that to the old gods?
Well, they
You
don't know
don't
that
think
they're sacrificing
you
to the
don't
old
think
gods,
Cthulhu
but
would
they
be
are.
about communism,
I think it's a possibility that Cthulhu
and
would be about
that
communism.
that the communists were sacrificing mentally retarded children to him,
That's
but
a great
eventually
idea for a horror movie, by the way.
Cthulhu was like,
Jay's on top
"Yo,
of it.
like, why aren't you sacrificing me?" How do I say this? This is gonna be really offensive, guys. I'm sorry. Why
You're
aren't you
not
sacrificing me higher quality meat?
Because the Russians want to keep all the rest of the 5-year-olds, so that way when they turn 6, they can start training for Spetsnaz.
You know, we're
Space
never
Mouse.
getting a job at Disney now.
I didn't make a pedophile joke. Okay.
Yeah, 20 years from
And
now.
I didn't make a rape joke. I mentioned sacrificing children. I'm sure there's some Disney movie that sacrificed children.
Yeah,
I'm
20,
okay.
20 years from now
Turn
when
Witch
we're
Mountain.
Okay.
making
You know what?
millions of dollars to
Disney-
make movies,
Yeah, I'm saying
they're
one
going to
thing.
look back on our podcast that we recorded 20 years ago
Disney.
and fire us.
Here's my thing, Disney. Disney, you know how sometimes people say things in their past or make things in their past and they grow and learn from that and they, regret that and they apologize for it. Like when Disney made Song of the South.
Or hire
Oh.
an actual convicted pedophile to direct their child fantasy movie.
Or when they did that. So maybe we get a little bit more forgiving, Disney, of someone who tweeted some offensive, edgy jokes that
And then he
was
apologized for them. I found
10
out that he
years
actually
ago.
apologized for them before he was even hired.
he
to
6 years ago he apologized for tweets that he had made
10 years ago.
4 years before that.
Yeah.
And now he's apologizing for them again for 10 years. And look, I'm not saying that Disney doesn't have the right to do that. If they want to do that, that's fine. But it was 10 years ago, and I don't see us throwing Song of the South in your face. Is all I'm saying, Disney.
I'm pretty sure that if we honestly took the time and we really look back throughout the history of Disney, we probably could find all kinds of corrupt shit.
Oh, you could. And here's the thing. Like, Disney wants to... They try to act like Song of the South doesn't exist, but that didn't stop them from releasing it on Laserdisc in Japan.
Says
course
Jerry,
not.
who holds his Laserdisc out.
My Laserdisc copy of Song of the South. No, I do not own that.
Oh, man, I want to hear that in Japanese.
And then turn around and
It would not be. Most American movies that go to Japan are actually not dubbed over.
I still want to hear
They
it in
are
Japanese,
just subtitled.
regardless of whether or not it exists.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and then you're gonna ruin a fucking set of badass fucking movies to do this. To get pissed off at somebody about something.
But that depends on who the next director's going to be.
It's gonna suck because those first two were amazing. It's gonna suck. Suck.
Welcome to the Guardians of the Galaxy podcast.
Oh my god. Yeah. This movie. One of the things I like about this movie is I actually feel the pacing in this movie is very well done.
So did I, actually. That's one of the things I was thinking about while I was watching. I was like, you know what? I'm not even a little bit bored right now.
And also, if you think about any movie that has like a killer mass situation, I don't think any of them are as
How many
unique.
of them are there?
There's Goosebumps.
Oh yeah.
There's
The Mask.
The Mask with Jim Carrey. That was pretty scary.
The comic book is way more violent.
Yeah, it is.
Leslie Vernon Behind the Mask.
That's not a killer mask, though.
But he's a killer mask. That didn't work.
Mask.
You should have sang Psycho Killer, since that's the ending song.
Psycho Killer.
No, wait. Not The Mask.
What do you? There was also that it wasn't a mask, but it was kind of the same idea where the guy who put on the clown suit and then started becoming a clown.
Clown, yeah, okay, I'll give you that one. That one's close enough.
But yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it's a pretty unique way that they used, like, they committed mass genocide with Halloween Mask that were embedded with power from Stonehenge, all to appease some Irish man's, like, longing for the tradition of Samhain and child sacrifice for the hills to run red with blood. Like, take that in. That is what this movie is.
And there are people out there that are doing that every day.
This is a common occurrence. Like, they don't... Look, the fake media out there doesn't want you to know about how the frogs are turning your children gay, and there's an Irish guy out there who is trying to make Halloween masks to sacrifice all the children so they get fucking face full of snake wiener.
And a
There are
briefcase full of
frogs trying
guts.
to turn my kid gay.
I have heard that they are putting chemicals in the water that are turning frogs gay.
All I
that
can think
then
of is
go
the
up to your kids and
techno
go,
remix
"Hello, my
of that.
baby. Hello, my darling. Would you like some anal?
Yeah.
Darling, I've got some lube. How do you wanna do?
Awesome.
If you're just lucky, I'll give you a sucky."
But I'm a cheerleader.
How do
Go
y'all
to
feel? How do y'all feel about the ending of the movie where we actually have Tom Atkins looking into the camera and screaming no for his very last no scream?
I loved it.
I'm a big fan. I thought it was really cool. I dug it. It was kind of like the wink to the camera. Like, so what do you think happened?
Exactly.
You know,
I love endings like that.
It was great.
No
Man.
money shot.
Yeah, I will say this. This is my favorite movie in the Halloween franchise. Which I know is probably odd for a lot of people to choose the one that does not have Michael Myers in it.
Actually, I don't think so, because like I said earlier, it's more of a cult classic now. More people like it. You know, when they actually gave it the time. So I don't think it's that weird of a thing for people to enjoy that more than the other ones, especially when they've just kind of ran Michael Myers into the ground. I mean,
Don't worry, he's back for his third timeline.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Wait, Michael Myers probably has more than 3 timelines.
I thought it was 3.
I don't know. They did some weird shit in the Halloween 6. But either way, like this, because to me, this movie has everything you want in a horror movie. Fantastic soundtrack, great pacing, amazing atmosphere, interesting characters, character development, awesome sets, great mystery. While it is lacking in gores and some of the special effects are a little hit and miss, I can forgive that for how brutal and dark the entire movie is.
yeah.
So I just like when people
I didn't
like
have a problem with the special effects, so
I don't really
there's nothing
either.
for me to forgive. I just enjoyed it. Period.
I still don't get, but like since some of the movie doesn't make sense, like look, Dr. Dan Chalice, I think you're a super cool dude. I do not believe that you can flip a mask onto a security camera. Now I know you actually did it because I read up on it, and it took you 40 tries for Tom Atkins to get that right. And
So that shot is actually one continuous shot.
yes, he had to do that 40 times until he landed that mask on the security
That's
camera.
dope. Oh,
Nope, he did it.
Since this is the episode of Off Topics, in the original Spider-Man, the stunt where he catches the food is also real.
Yes, I know about that one also. But yeah, and what's
Talking about on the tray.
yeah,
Yeah.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It also took him like 50 takes.
In fact, the director Wallace was like, "It'll be easy, Tom. Watch," and he did it, and he got it his first try. So then Tom had to do it, and it took him like 40 tries to actually get it done.
See, what they should have done is they should have showed him doing it. They should have had the camera catching when the director did it, and then had a camera of Tom Atkins throwing it, and then they fucking just put the two of them together and One take, ready to roll.
Yeah, they should have, but they did not do that.
But that is pretty badass that on the first try.
It is pretty awesome. I'm pretty stoked about it. I love the look of all three masks, and the fact that you can buy amazing screen replicas of that mask because they use the original mold from the movie is amazing. And one day I think I'll get all three of them.
Yeah, I want them for the shelf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one?
If I can only have one. Pumpkin.
Me too.
I really like the skull. Don't get me wrong. The skull looks awesome. But I want the pumpkin because it's pumpkin time. It's pumpkin time.
Yeah, I want the pumpkin too. That would be my choice.
Yeah. So, all in all, if you don't like this movie because Michael Myers is not in it, don't worry. He is for like a second on the TV. You can still get your Michael Myers fill. But if you're hating it because it doesn't have Michael Myers in it, watch it as a movie called Season of the Witch.
Yep. Simple as that.
Like, really, just watch it as that, and all is good. You don't have to worry about anything else. I don't understand the anger for this movie. So with that being said, does anyone have anything else they want to say about Halloween 3, Season of the Witch?
I say it's fantastic.
Not George Romero's Season of the Witch.
That's a thing?
Yeah, George Romero made a movie called Season of the Witch that came out before Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
That's
late
funny.
70s, I believe.
Yep.
I've never seen it, but I know about it.
No, I actually enjoyed this movie. I mean, it was good. It's one that I watch actually more than any of the other Halloween movies in the series. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but then again, I honestly don't think I have a favorite Halloween movie.
Rob
Fair
Zombies.
enough. I would love to double
Yeah.
feature this with John Carpenter's The Fog. Get a double Tom Atkins action.
As long as you don't ever ask me to do Prince of Darkness, you guys are on your own for that one.
Why? What's wrong with Prince of Darkness?
Someone
fucking terrible.
get on Patreon and make us do Prince of Darkness, please. Because then Kenneth has to do it. Someone does on Patreon, you have to do it.
The movie's fucking terrible. I fucking
Why is
hate
it terrible?
I just don't like it. I don't like the pacing of it. I think the story's fucking stupid.
I've never
The only
seen
thing
it.
that's good is it's got goddamn dude that played Loomis in it.
Tom Hackins?
Yeah. The dude that played Loomis and the rest of them. Other than that, fucking goddamn, the movie was terrible. I just didn't like it. And it's got this big fucking goddamn green tub of goo in it that's supposed to be the devil or the gateway to hell or some bullshit.
Oh,
I don't
dude,
know,
that's
it's fucking
totally real.
stupid.
I have a green tub of Gateway Hell goo in
It's
my
not
closet.
Gateway Hell.
See what I'm saying? We need to go up to Seattle.
The TGRI green ooze that turns turtles into Ninja Turtles.
I'm telling you, he's got goddamn green tubs of goo and fucking rooms in the back of fucking goddamn
You know that
stores
green
and shit.
tub of goo is literally just melted down Jolly Ranchers, right?
That's
Just green
fucking
apple Jolly
delicious.
Ranchers.
That sounds fun. I'm being legit. That sounds fun. I'll throw you in there.
Maybe if it was grape.
What?
Who wants green apple? It's tart, man. I want
Man, you done lost your fucking mind, dude.
sweet. Let me see that Tootsie Roll.
Okay. More like a
Put that
tater
back.
tot,
Jake in the other room.
What?
Yeah, he's right.
Wow. Anyway, guys, so that was our episode on Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. We
And
obviously...
Spider-Man.
And Spider-Man and...
What else did we bring up?
Hospitals and dads and
Mine and your little mashup of fucking Star Trek and
Star Trek and Halloween. Sometimes we just have to kick back and do these fun episodes, and we'll pretty much what we'll be doing as we go forward with our Horror Coliseum is we won't be doing like Horror Coliseum back to back to back. We are going to space them out by throwing in some like just small fun episodes like this in between where we can just kind of cut loose and talk about a movie and have some fun with it, because trust me, we are about to get deep in this Nightmare on Elm Street Friday series, as you know if you've heard Horror Coliseum. So do that. Get ready for it.
We are about to embark on an exquisite journey.
Going where no horror fan, or every horror fan, has gone before.
There's quite
true
a few
that. It
places
is
that I'd like
definitely
for this
every
horror
horror
fan
fan
to go.
We will find out if Freddy Krueger movies can match up with Friday the 13th, star date, Camp Crystal Lake, 1980.
Stargate supplemental. He says that sometimes.
We found the Stargate, and inside that Stargate was a man wearing a white mask that looked very handsome.
Jesus
I really
Christ.
want me one of them green bitches.
Korean
found
bitches.
Green bitches. Koreans too. I can do that.
Green Koreans?
Korea. You know what? Just bring me the entire Mambo number 5 lineup. How about that? Let me just get a little bit of everything. Little bit of Monica in my life. Little bit of Green
down.
Alien by my side.
I'm down.
A little bit of Shatner in my eyes.
You've already got
Nice.
the Mexican nailed
A little
down.
bit of Michael will make you die. What? Don't you talk to me like that, sir. Anyway,
But it's
guys,
Got to
we
the rage again.
have a Patreon. We've got Kill the Cast shirts. We actually have Kill the Cast stickers that I didn't know about, but
Do we really?
I was down. So I'm down here visiting my dad, and of course Kenneth. And last night I'm drinking out of the beer fridge, and I close the beer fridge, and I see a Retro Collective sticker, and I'm like, oh yeah. Then I look over, and there's a Kill the Cast sticker on his fridge.
Really?
So what? Yeah.
Yes!
So the website lets you pick whatever that design and put it on everything.
Yeah, so I got to take a picture of the sticker tomorrow in light so I can show it to everyone. But you can get a Kill the Cast sticker. My dad has one on his beer fridge.
That's awesome. Your dad's probably the only person that has ever and will ever buy one of those stickers.
Depending on the price, I'd buy one. Buy a few of them.
Yeah.
But
stick
if
it on
I
my
would-
dick.
Well, I mean, they're probably going to be too big for that. But
I don't know, man.
You think Jay's slanging?
I think he might be.
Do they call him Daddy Slang-a-Lang?
Yeah. I mean,
I've never
absolutely.
been called that in my
That's
life,
the reason
but I'm
why
down.
when he walks,
New
it leaves a
nickname.
little trench behind him.
New nickname alert.
Next episode. That's how you're introducing me. With me always. is Daddy
Welcome to Kill the
Slang-a-Lang.
Cast. My name is Jerry, and joining me as always is the ever quotable
Good old
Slang-a-Lang.
Freeling.
Good old Slang-a-Lang.
You'll always know him by that trench behind him.
Yeah, his chain hangs low, and yes, it wobbles to the floor. So yeah, we have all that stuff. We are active on Twitter now. Follow us on Twitter.
Jerry's
I believe
active
it's
on Twitter.
at Kill the Cast on Twitter.
Yeah, you don't want to see my active Twitter.
They have
I am-
names for that.
I am on there posting great things.
It's
like
true.
that I was drunk and I wanted to explain why Jaws 4 The Revenge is amazing, but I couldn't because autocorrect will only do so much.
From horrorporn.com on Twitter.
You can start, dude. I wonder if they're on Twitter. Oh, if they're on Twitter, I'm gonna follow them and I'm gonna start tweeting at them and try to get an endorsement.
Can we make a Tumblr too?
You're in charge of the Tumblr.
Yeah.
Sweet.
If you go to the Tumblr, understand that Kenneth runs that. I am not held liable for what he puts on there. Okay, I am only here
Yeah, Jerry admins the Twitter, so if I
to
fucking
do
put
the
anything
Twitter
crazy on that, he'll take it
and the
off.
Facebook and the actual like recording and editing and uploading of the podcast and all of that. If a Tumblr pops up, I'm not there. I'll be on Twitter.
Jay will do it with me.
Yeah.
Wait, no, Jay's got to go do our Reddit.
I don't know anything about
We
Reddit.
don't have a Reddit. But if we did, I would make Jay do. Well, damn it, Jay. Am I
'Cause
the
I'm
only one
on
here with a
Reddit.
Reddit account?
No,
Probably.
I got Reddit.
Oh, you got a Reddit account? Okay, yeah.
Fuck yeah, I got a Reddit account.
Okay. I didn't know. It's funny
I'm
that
in
I saw
charge
that.
of our
I found
4chan.
I found one that was our big titty goth girlfriend.
Wait, what? You're just laughing,
It is
but I heard the word
exactly.
titties.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give you mine so that way you can share stuff with me.
The group name was Big Titty Goth Girlfriend.
That's my favorite kind of goth girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you totally need to send me stuff. Because mostly the main thing I follow Mal Malloy's thread, and I
Oh,
follow.
well, I can't talk about her anymore.
Why not?
Dude, she's gonna be gone soon. I hate to tell you that, but she got hit with so many call outs for sexual harassment.
Mal Malloy or Momokan?
Momo-kun,
person.
who
I'm
is-
talking. No, Mal Malloy is not Momo-kun.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's not? Who's?
No.
Oh, Mal Malloy's that other one you showed me.
Right.
Gotcha. Sorry, I confused them.
Huh? Yeah, I don't care. I was just about to say, and that's another one that I follow on there, the trashy human Momo-kun. Or what? How did Jay put it? A garbage human.
Yeah.
I like this. I like this as an anime title. Do you have Trash Human Momokun in? I've been really wanting to check it out. I've heard good things.
Jay, I will
Suncoast.
say that when I saw that post where you put that she was a garbage human, I laughed out loud, literally. I
For
know
what
that you meant.
reason? That's
know
the
that you-
question.
I know that you meant that to be serious, and I know, and I support you, my friend. But it was still funny to me
Okay, that's fine. I accept.
because I know what you were doing, and I know that meant something to you, man. And I will give that to you. But it's still funny to me
That's okay.
because I feel like all the attention around her is funny. I don't know why, but I just find it amusing. But I can't say anything because I thought all the attention that Louis C.K. got for his jerking off in front of people randomly was funny also.
You can say
Wait, you
that,
can't
but I
do
can't
that?
say centipede in.
Fuck.
Oh, shit, what? What did Jay say? I'm
He
sorry.
said you can't do that. He
Why
didn't
can
know-
I not do that? Why can I not find that funny?
No, he was saying that he didn't know that you couldn't do that act in front of people.
Oh, okay. Well, apparently people thought that Louis C.K. doing it was not very
Yeah.
good for people.
Well, at least he didn't accidentally do it and finish on a cat.
Why would you finish on a
You
cat?
shut your mouth.
It was an accidental thing.
You shut your mouth.
But we'll save that in my VCR story for another time. For anyone who has not heard my VCR story.
It really was genuinely an accident.
Drugs are bad, MK. Okay, so yeah, you can join us on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, YouTube. If you check your mom's email, we are in there.
Yeah.
We are out
I
there
try to be quite often.
making
Thanks,
names
Mrs.
for ourselves.
Johansson.
We are on Backpage.com.
What the fuck
we
is that?
recently just like looked up from what he was messing with when I said Backpage.com.
Okay.
We are on,
We're on FetLife.
we are we are out there doing things, keeping it live, out here representing Legion Podcast Network and all the great shows on there, like Hero Go Show, House of Wax as in whacking, not waxing, no wax on or wax off, but whacking, like whack to the head,
Oh, okay.
whack to the knees, boom bada bing, kind of situation.
I got you.
So next episode for Kill the Cast will be Horror Coliseum, Freddy vs. Jason, episode 1, Friday the 13th versus Nightmare on Elm Street. Before that, you should be getting a underwater kaiju from outer space on Space Amoeba, which is one of Ishiro Honda's last kaiju movies. So, other than that, anybody got anything else they want to say to the good people?
It's going to be interesting to see when we do this Horror Coliseum what answers that we give on Nightmare on Elm Street contradict what we said in the first when we did the movie.
Oh, it will be, because like one of the ways we have Horror Coliseum set up is to try to help take away our bias and try to be more like of legit critique. So like, and that can be hard because some things won't work for you no matter what. Like sometimes you're just wrong and you think Sleepaway Camp has no atmosphere, and we have to
Who
accept
said that?
Kenneth said that.
Damn it, Kenneth.
Do you not? You were there.
Do you think I remember what we recorded?
God damn it, Jerry!
So yeah, Kenneth's over here playing with a wrapper he took off of his turtle food thing,
What?
and was trying to flick it off the turtle food container into a bowl that's sitting on the other side of the table.
Like turtle candy?
No, like a turtle. I have a
Like
turtle.
food for a turtle.
Oh, you actually have. So you guys were being literal, not
Yeah,
figurative.
his name is Aquacunt.
Take a picture. Send it.
I gotta take a picture of this to send it to you. So anyway, guys, that is Halloween 3. I'm sorry, I gotta take a picture of this turtle for Jay. We are so unprofessional on this episode. There we go. Smile for the camera.
This is what happens when me and Jerry are in the same room.
I can't wait to see what happens when all three of us are in the same room.
Oh god, it's gonna be fantastic.
We're
gonna try to record 3 different podcasts and just release them at later times on that day. Just spend one whole day recording. We'll call it the live
series.
Yeah, we'll do a Facebook Live all day.
No, we'll do a Facebook Live at the tattoo shop.
We can do that. Yeah. No, I don't want to see them. Let them see me crying like a little bitch. You don't
have to cry when you got your last tattoo.
I didn't, but I thought about it.
Well, I think depending on where you get the tattoo.
No joke, tattoo pain replaces cutting for me. It feels so good, and I just feel so great afterwards.
Nope, I'm a bitch. I can't do it.
Guaranteed to get some from Jay after the tattoo shop.
I can get some with Jay without being at a tattoo shop. I go, hey, Jay, look, it's a Pop-Tart, and then he goes to put it in his mouth, and he finds out it's not a Pop-Tart, Kenneth.
Well, I love Pop-Tarts.
Oh, I know you do. That's why I got this Pop-Tart for you.
I'm going to eat a toaster strudel when we get to
it.
I like the breakfast strudels, and they don't exist anymore.
I liked the Boston cream pie strudels, and I can't find them anymore. So
I got strawberry and apple.
See, both of those suck.
They don't suck. They're just not amazing.
Unlike you, I'm a God-fearing Republican who does not put fruit in his
mouth.
You're
not God-fearing or a Republican.
Nice.
How do you know, Jay?
I've talked to you for more than
Shut up, you liberal snowflake.
Oh, I'm just going to shut up. Let's let this go off here.
Anyway.
From the Republican. Quote unquote, the Republican.
People who are on my Facebook are going to hear that and be like, no, I think Jay's right on this one, Jerry.
And then you offended Jay, by calling him a snowflake.
That's not offensive. He's unique and pretty. He's just very brittle and doesn't last long against someone who's as bright as the sun. Me.
I got you.
So we're out of here, guys. Thank you for joining us at Kill the Cast here on the Legion Network. I hope you enjoyed our Halloween 3. I'm sorry we went off on a bunch of tangents, but
that's life.
It's like the Puppet Master show came again. Sometimes we just do them like that. So sorry, I'm not sorry. Go fuck yourself. Good morning, Vietnam, and have a nice day, won't you?
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan has a ray gun.
Should have said Reaganomics.
I got shot by Reagan.
Ronald Reagan shot me with his ray gun when I was down the street. I was down the street trying to get some scrimp from Bubba down there. You know what I'm talking about, right down there? So I was going down there. I swear, look here, Vern. I swear to you. All right, Vern? Look. I was down there, all right? And Bubba was out there. He was with one of them chickens. Kind of thing going around there.
Oh, you a chicken fucker.
Oh, he a chicken fucker. Hey, now, me personally, I don't do it. I hear if you do things with it, it can be quite pleasant. But I'm a looker, you know what I'm saying? I still got 3 of my front teeth, and my cousin loves me, okay? So, I was down there. Why are you looking at me like that? Like you don't know your cousin, okay? So, here's the thing.
I couldn't say that I wouldn't.
What was I talking about?
Chicken fucking.
So, I was down there drinking a Budweiser, America, okay, and I forgot what I was going to go with because I just saw my cousin in the window, and man, she's looking good. Okay, seriously, that's it. We're done. Goodbye. Kill the Cast will probably be canceled after this show. We're so sorry for that. Have a good night. If we don't make it back, it's because we left this to make the 7th Cloverfield movie. Thank you.
Jesus. I fucking love you guys so much.